Good morning, beautiful people of God. I want to apologize because I did not put my video up yesterday of my Bible reading, but I'm going to do it today. Lately, I have been showing people my coloring skills, so to speak. I absolutely love to color. Been coloring for a minute now. I think you've seen my last video. I had a little bit of a haul because I'm like trying to do it more because I know I got away from it because I'm doing for everybody else. But now I need to do a few things for me. And when I say that, I'm not saying like, oh, bump everybody else in my life. I just need to take some time to exhale and inhale. And coloring is that for me. With that being said, me personally, I like to keep God in everything that I do. I don't know about everybody else, but this is just me. I like to keep him in every single thing that I do. So why not still keep him in it and do what I like to do? So I decided when I wake up and I'm doing my readings, I would print off a page, like a coloring page, or because I also have another Christian coloring book, use that, read the word correlating with that coloring page and meditate on it. Don't get me wrong, I know some people don't like that word meditate, but let me just put it like this then. Ponder on the word. So it's therapeutic, and also it gives me a minute while I'm coloring to actually retain what I'm reading, believe it or not, and rethink about things and try to get an understanding. And even when I'm stuck on something where I don't remember, I just go back and look at it. That's the blessing in this illustration Bible right here. I have the older one, I guess. This one, the green one, because now they have like pink and stuff. And I really, really wanted pink, but now they're out with the pink. And I think they're breaking up Bibles, like the Gospels, like Psalms and Proverbs. And I want to say Luke and Mark. Y'all, them Bibles are expensive. So we'll see, because I still need to get me some other things. So the illustration one can wait right now since I've already have one. The other thing is I don't draw a lot. I wouldn't say I'm a big drawing person. I'm not going to say I can't draw, because I feel like because I'm such a creative person and like to color and do nails and makeup, it's possible that I can draw something. So with that being said, because I don't want to make my Bible ugly, I like putting my coloring pages in here, correlating with everything. And I don't really like to tape it down completely on the word, because I like to go back and read all of my Bibles. So I hope y'all can see me. Like I thought I turned on the lighting. But yeah, can y'all see that word? Okay. Yes, y'all can see, I think. We're going to find out. But I'm in the book of Daniel. Sorry to waste y'all 3 minutes. I'm in the book of Daniel. The first part of Daniel, I colored this piece of this coloring page. I actually colored it. This is the coloring page. This way. It goes this way. Y'all can see? It's an actual like coloring page with lines and everything. But I thought it looked pretty cool on this side after I colored it, because I used alcohol-based markers by Cali Art, which is a cheaper brand, cheaper than Nahu that everybody's using. Yeah, and I like them. I'm not big on alcohol markers or markers, period. I never really drew with markers. Actually used to dislike them as a child. I only liked crayons. I didn't like pencils or anything. I loved crayons, and they had to be the good Crayola ones. Them the ones I liked. With that being said, we're in the book of Daniel right here. Daniel is interpreting a dream for the king Nebuchadnezzar. You can see Nebuchadnezzar is thinking hard. Even on the other side, I noticed that he was thinking hard, telling him what was in his dream. I thought it was so interesting how these kings can just like interpret their dreams so vividly. But I guess that's how God works. When he wants you to tell something to get an understanding out for the people, or his message out, you're going to remember that thing completely. But yeah, he's having a dream about a statue. The statue has different metals and material, and is explaining what each of them mean. The head was made of gold. I want to say the chest was made of silver. I meant to highlight what that was. Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to look for it because I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. And I just looked at it. Yeah. So the head of the statue was pure gold. Its chest and arms were silver. Its stomach and thighs were bronze. And its legs were iron. And its feet were partly iron and partly fired clay. And he was explaining that he had the dream that part of a stone broke off without anyone touching it. It just broke and struck the statue on the feet of the iron and fired clay and crushed them. Then he was explaining to him that it is symbolic for kingdoms to come. Okay? Not so much of what's happening now in your time period, but the ones to come. On my other video on Instagram, I said our generations. I don't really know if it's our generations. This is prophetic. This is the future. I don't know when it's going to be. We don't have God's timing. But I feel as though it is around our time period. And Lord, forgive me if I said that wrong and I shouldn't have said it. But yes, he's talking about whatever is coming, basically. And I think a lot of people know that Daniel correlates with Revelation a lot as well. But not only did Daniel correlate, but I think John, a lot of people in the Bible who really spoke to God and had conversations with him, got like heed of the future. Like, listen, this is what's going down. It's going to get worse out here. So this is happening because he told him everything about his dream. Interpreted everything about his dream. The king was very pleased. And because he was pleased, he gifted Daniel with all this nice gifts and everything like that. And Daniel requested that his homeboys be pretty much taken care of. So he did that. He made them provident. He let them manage the province of Babylon. But Daniel remained in the king's court because, back in the day when you was a prophet, they wanted you right there. It's kind of the same as today. People love a prophet. But now people are making it so much that it's almost like the prophets are psychics. And I'm just being completely honest. That's how I feel people are taking prophets now. Prophets are not a joke. It's a very serious situation to have that gift. But people are using it like psychics. Yeah. So basically that's what Nebuchadnezzar was doing. But even though Nebuchadnezzar fell down and worshipped, and let me read this correctly because it said face down, he worshipped Daniel though. This should have told me right then Nebuchadnezzar wasn't right in the head. It said the king Nebuchadnezzar fell face down, worshipped David, and gave orders to present an offering. Even though he said, your God is indeed God of gods and Lord of kings. Okay, he say that, but yet his mind still wasn't there because he's sitting up here worshiping Daniel. You still ain't okay. Bless your heart. So after that red flag, as they say, after he do that red flag, then he goes with his no thinking self and make a statue and tell the people to worship it. And if you don't worship this statue, you're going to be thrown in the furnace. Okay. Now he really acting up after he know our God is the God of gods, the King of kings. So now he just let the people do some stuff. You see how people treat you? This is what we be trying to tell y'all about these jobs. Don't break y'all neck and kill yourself over these jobs. These jobs don't care about y'all. Now, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego was over Babylon. Were managing Babylon, province of Babylon now. But look at them. This thing right here. We all know that. It's the three young men right there. I kind of crack up at this picture mainly because it's like so realistic looking at them. And no, I didn't finish the page, y'all. I have to move on sometimes, I'll probably finish it in the future. But it's funny because I'm like, look, he trying to pull him down. Like, that's real life right there. She over there looking at them like, hey, I've been to go. Y'all better sit down. Like, that jump really gets me, because it's like real life. That's like right now. Like, bruh, sit down. Don't do that, bruh. Just lay, man. I understand he my God too. Just lay down. You see what I'm saying? People are cowards. Do you know people will go to hell for being a coward? And when I say that, I ain't saying somebody that's scared of dogs, because I know some of y'all being petty. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about being a coward and not speaking up for God. When he told you to speak his word. You know, God made all people different purposely. I am very much an introvert, you guys. But at the same time, I know when to open my mouth and to tell you about God. When somebody asks me, I'm not going to say that I'm the type of person that I go out and I scream Jesus. I don't know if that's my personality, go out and scream Jesus. Not saying that I'm afraid to do it. It's just not my personality. I'm an introvert. But if somebody was walking down the street and they say, hey, do you believe in Jesus? Yes, I do. There's no doubt about it. Yes. How do you believe in something? Even if they do that, I'm still going to stand my ground. Yes, I do. I'm sorry that you feel the way that you do and you don't believe God because of your circumstances in life and your decisions and your consequences of life. But I will tell you this. God is God. He's still going to be God, even with you being upset. That's just me. But that is it for today. I apologize for not doing that video yesterday, but this is the video for today with Nebuchadnezzar. That's the statue, not the statue in his dream, but the statue that he made. It's ugly. I made it ugly because that's how ugly people be looking when they praise stuff that means nothing. Ugly. And I used the let me show y'all what I used on this. That's my first time ever using it. This. Very excited. Very much like it. This is a regular coloring page, so of course, you know, and like that. Oh, I guess I can get some paper, like paper to do that, like regular marker paper and stuff in color. I never thought about that. Y'all be blessed. Keep God first at all times. I love you. Bye-bye.